Welcome back to the channel. It's been 6 months, so I'm stood on a road. So I found myself in Manila with work, and I've just come back off another dive trip in Komodo, so I thought there's no point me doing another video of Komodo because I've already done one, or Labuan Bajo. So I ended up, had a weekend free, and as you can see behind me, I got dropped off last night. It was a 3-hour car journey from Manila. The road was okay, the traffic coming out of Manila was pretty shit, but it was dual carriageway all the way, pretty smooth, but it took me just under 3 hours in a private car to get from Metro Manila into this place is called Anilao, which is in Batangas, which is a province of outside of Manila. Supposed to be one of the best macro diving spots in the world. So I thought, well, if I'm in the Philippines, it'll be an opportunity for me just to drop in. I've got all my dive gear with me, but as you can see, the weather is shit. It's raining. The wind's a little bit high off the sea. But anyway, what I'll do is a review of Altamare, which is a dive resort. It's a bit quirky, it's a bit interesting, but that's good, I suppose. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. There might not be any diving on this trip, but I'm hoping there will. I'm only here for 3 days. But like I said, the shuttle, the private taxi from Manila to Anilao, I paid 7,000 pesos, and that's a one-way trip. And then I've got another taxi booked on Monday back to the airport for 7,000, so 14,000 pesos. For a private transfer. You can get a bus, but I've got all my diving gear with me, and I just wanted to do it as quickly as possible. So anyway, that's how I got here. Also, I'll just take a video. This is the car park at the top of the hill. As you can see behind me, it is on a hill, and to get down to the resort is 250 steps. And I carried my dive pack down there last night when it was raining and it was dark, so that was good fun. I actually probably will get the hotel to take my bag back up the steps because it is a bit of a walk. So anyway, I'll walk through now down to reception. So that's the security lodge where the guy met me last night. Really nice chap. Insisted that I couldn't carry my luggage down to the bottom, but anyway, it was good fun. People park their cars here. And that's, as you can see, it's perched right on a cliff, and the resort is all the way down there next to the sea. It's a bit windy today. It's, I don't know, that's over there is coming in. I thought it was brightening up, but I don't know. The dive shop opens at 8 AM, so I'm going to go down and see whether they do any shore diving, because I'm sure if I walked into the sea it should be okay. But I'll just, let's say, go down and check. But I'll do a video of the room. I booked a deluxe room here for 3 nights. So let's get going. It's a bit quiet. There's not many guests here. There's the old security guard. Last night it didn't seem that there was that many steps, but I just walked back up them this morning and there's quite a few. Get some amazing views. It's actually stopped raining, and I'll show you in a minute, without boring everybody for the whole trip of all the steps. There's all the steps going down. Like I said, 250 of them, so I'll start the video again when I get to the bottom. So I made it this far down, and this is where you start getting some of the rooms. So as you can see, it's spread out all over the place. There's more rooms up there. I booked a deluxe room with a sea view, so let's see how that goes. There's the swimming pool, which looks quite nice. There are just so many steps. More rooms. Got balconies. Ouch. Just got bitten by something. It is a tiny spider. That hurt for something so small. So my next video I might be in casualty in the hospital. Yeah, and then those rooms have got balconies overlooking the sea. There's the pool. It's like a conference room, and downstairs is reception and where you have lunch and dinner. So, breakfast. And then you've got a nice balcony area. Tide's going out. So it's pretty really good view. And then if it's nice, that's where you can have breakfast. It's unlimited tea and coffee over in the corner. Like I said, that's where you have breakfast, and the dive shop is over in the corner over here. So it's not a very big place. Let's go and check out to see whether they're actually doing anything today. They do some water sports as well, but they're not going to be doing it today. There's quite a few other dive resorts or hotels here. One next door. They don't look very busy either. But anyway, let's go and ask in the dive shop what they're doing. So I've just asked, and the guy said visibility is rubbish, current is too strong because of the weather, so there will be no diving at all today. So my little mini weekend diving trip has no diving, so this is probably going to end up being a hotel review. But anyway, that's my first impressions of the Altamare. Hopefully the weather improves and I might actually get some diving in, but let's see. Otherwise it looks like it's going to be a day by the pool. Okay, no diving, so I'm going to walk back to my room, number 105. Maybe grab a towel. Come and sit by the pool if it stops raining. So my room, like I said, is 105. Beautiful frangipanis. If you're into that sort of thing. Just through here. And this is my 105. So, welcome to my room. This is the room 105, if anyone's interested. The room's not that bad for space, but it's quite old and quite basic. I suppose you get quite a bit of space. You don't really get a fridge, it's got nothing in it. They give you 2 tiny bottles of water, but you can refill them at reception. There's a water machine. But yeah, like I said, I suppose it will do. Bathroom's quite small, but also not bad. Shower. Nowhere to put my stuff, so I just stick it on the floor. Yeah, it's a bit tight, the toilet. rolls behind the door. But yes, this is, like I said, a deluxe room. I have no idea what a standard room is like. But I suppose the deluxe room is because of this. That's actually the hotel next door. That's the dive centre downstairs, so I'm sat right above the dive centre. That's where you have breakfast outside. Oh, there's people outside doing breakfast. As you can see, the weather is pretty shit. It's quite windy, so I'm not quite sure whether they'll do any diving today, but when the dive shop opens at 8, I'll be downstairs and go and find out whether they're diving today. But anyway, this is my deluxe room. So as you can see, story of this weekend, it's absolutely pissing it down. So what I thought I'd do is, while I'm here, it's Sunday, most of the people that were here have gone home, so it's very quiet. So this is the steps that you come down, and what I didn't do is see, so this is reception, so I'll walk through reception. Hey. And then this is your free tea and coffee station. So hot water on the right, coffee on the left. Help yourself to coffee mate, sugar and tea and coffee. Yeah, that's the bar, and that's where you get lunch and dinner and breakfast. So I'm over here at the moment just editing the YouTube video because there's nothing else to do because it's pissing it down. And they've closed all the shutters, pool's through there. So yeah, I might even have a Jack Daniels in a minute. So anyway, that's the reception and where you eat. So I just arrived, this is the restaurant. It's quite small, very small bar. But anyway, I've got myself a beer. This stuff is actually brewed in the Philippines. There's a menu over there, but I ordered fish and chips. Thought by the sea you'd get fresh fish, but it's all frozen. So first impressions of the food is not that great, but anyway, I'm starving, so I'm just gonna eat that and then maybe have a walk around the hotel. It's still raining. And rice. Okay, so I've had my first day here in the resort, and what's my first impressions? It's been raining today. It was a bit shit weather this morning, and the sea was a bit rough, so there was no diving, there was nothing going on. But it did clear up in the afternoon, and there was an opportunity I could see to go diving, but the dive place just refused to do anything. So there's been no diving at all. I've been in and out the pool, been for dinner. Dinner was disgusting again. So yesterday I was supposed to have, I just wanted fish and chips, but everything's frozen and deep fried. And then I had chicken with rice today, and again it was just basically chicken fat and deep fried. So that was disgusting for me. Some people may like it. And then no one's been in my room today to clean it or even make it up. And I went down to reception because they don't even replace your water. So I've been downstairs and I just said to him, look, you know, is anyone going to come and just even to give me water? And the response was, no, sorry, we only come into your room upon request. So if you want clean towels and you want water every day, you actually have to ask for it. They just don't do it. So yeah, I've been hanging around the hotel all day with not a lot to do, and the weather's not so good. It's now raining again. To be honest, if it's raining again tomorrow, I mean, I'm only here for 3 days, but if it's raining again tomorrow and there's no dive-in, then I would seriously consider getting the taxi driver to come and pick me up and staying in an airport hotel. Even for dinner, I mean, you know, I don't mind animals, but there's cats everywhere. I mean, there are cats running around under your feet when you're trying to eat dinner, jumping up on tables that have cleared, trying to get food. And even when I was at the pool, there's a tree in a pot. The cats had even shit in that, and because it's been raining, it just stank. So I don't know, they think it's a great thing because there's a sign saying please beware of cats and dogs, but you know, for a hotel, to be honest, yeah, like I said, I'm lucky I'm only here for 3 nights, but if anyone is seriously considering coming here for longer than 3 days, I don't know, there may be better places, there may be worse places, but I personally would certainly not come back here again. So but anyway, let's make the most of it. So it's actually a beautiful morning, the sea's nice and calm, the sun is almost coming out. It looks like there's probably going to be rain today, but yeah, it looks like I'm going diving. Just been down to the shop, they said we're all good to go. They're just trying to find another guy that I'm big buddying with, so just got all my gear together. My fins, wetsuit, BC, regs, got everything together. Let's walk on down to the dive shop and go diving. So down at the dive shop, just put all my gear down. A few people getting ready. That's my bucket. That's a different tour group, so they're going out on their own. I was supposed to be diving with an American guy, but he doesn't want to dive today. So the guy over there is just trying to find a dive master for me to dive on my own. So anyway, I'm nearly there. So that's the dive boat. Interesting getting in and out of that. Oh, they've got steps. Anyway, let's go. So the sea started to get a little bit more choppy now, so apparently you do 2 dives on that. So this might be a bit of a vomit comet today. But I had breakfast. So feed the fish, what they say. So I finished diving. I was not out very long. Basically, the boat just goes out round the headland over there. Pretty nice journey. The boats are amazing, actually. They're really, really stable. So you know, you don't feel sick whatsoever. You look at it and you think, holy fuck, you know, this is going to be a vomit comet, but it's not. Really, really nice. Got out there, went into the first dive, went over 30 meters, so they're quite deep. I wouldn't say it's spectacular diving, but you know, I saw a sea snake, bit massive black frogfish, turtle. So yeah, so all in all, and then we got back on the boat, waited an hour, dove the next one, saw a couple of sea snakes again, and it's amazing because this volcanic area there's just like loads of bubbles coming up through the sand in the bottom of the ocean, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so I've just washed all my dive gear up. That's all hanging up to dry. I'm just going to go and get some lunch and then chill out for the rest of the day. Good morning. So it's my last day of diving today, so I hope it's diving. It's pissed it down overnight. As you can see, I think they've had a bit of a storm come through, but yeah, they've got the life jackets out downstairs and the boxes out, so yeah, hopefully we'll get 2 more dives in today, so wish me luck. Surface interval, it's my gear, and there's lots and lots of hotels and houses all along the shoreline. This is a popular southern dive spot. All the dive boats. Coming. Yay! So, a second day completed diving, which was good. It stopped raining, the sun's just coming out through the clouds, so and I thought I'd sit by the pool for the rest of the day before booking some flights for my next trips. So what I do is, I suppose I'd sum up the hotel, the diving, etc. while I'm just sat here, and then I can get on and make the YouTube video. Oh sorry, it's flies everywhere. Okay, so let's start with the diving. The dive sites are okay. I mean, they're not there's a lot of variety of stuff there. There's been some new stuff which I've not seen before, which was good. You don't get anything big at all. I mean, the biggest fish I saw was probably just about big enough to make a fish finger. But so there's no big stuff, but there's lots of little fish. There's frogfish, there's snakes, there's turtles, there's octopus. So there is a variety of stuff, and there is a lot of small stuff as well. So the diving's okay. The time of year has not been great for me, so there's not a great deal of sun, so the colourfulness of the corals and everything has not come through, so that's not the diving site's fault. But all in all, the diving's been okay, but it's not been spectacular. I'd still prefer Indonesia, to be honest, but it's different. It is different, so I actually enjoyed it. The dive guide, or the dive consensus over here, is they're not really bothered what depth you go down to. So I think my deepest was 30.5 meters. They're quite happy for you to go to whatever depth you want to go to. But what they do is that they would like to get in and out of the water as quickly as possible. So regardless of how much air you've got, when you're hitting 45 minutes, it's like, right, okay, let's go and do our 3-minute safety stop. So they like to be out of the water in 50 minutes, like I said, regardless of how much air you've got or whether you're looking at something. And then, yeah, the boats are quite cool. They're small, but they're really comfortable. but it's bang bang, you're in and out. I mean, you know, we went out at 8:30, I was back at 12:30, so it's not necessarily going to fill your whole day, and it's not cheap either. People think Philippines is cheap diving. I paid for 2 dives 8,000 pesos, so you can convert that into whatever currency you want, because that's just because there's no one here, no one wants to dive, so it was just me and a dive guide in a boat, which was also nice, but then they make you pay for it, so it hasn't been cheap. So the diving's been okay. The dive rental gear from the place looks reasonably new and well maintained, but I didn't use it. I've got all my own stuff. But you know, the snorkeling is just out there. But so the diving has been okay. So I've been quite happy, and I managed to get 4 dives 2 days. So when you move on to the hotel, I mean, I already sort of made a little review about it, I suppose. As my thoughts changed a little bit, it's okay. It's not the best in the world. I just had to go down to reception again because they're just not coming into your room to service it. So I've got no toilet roll, so I'm using bloody tissue paper. So there's no toilet roll because they don't replace it. There's no water again, so you have to keep asking for it. And then they look at you like you're from another planet. And then the answer you get is, oh no, I'm really sorry, we'll put a toilet roll in your room straight away. It was like, how do you like the free tea and coffee? I was like, excuse me? He's like, how do you like the free tea and coffee? And I was like, what the fuck's that got to do with me running out of toilet roll? But anyway, so yeah, the hotel is I would say average, but it is what it is, to be honest. It's a diving resort, and in the summer or in the high season, you're here, you dive, you come back, you rest, eat, go to sleep, dive. There's nothing else to do here. I've just found there's a pool table, which has been behind a locked door, but now it's open. But where we're staying, unless you've got a car, you have to try and get one of these like 3-wheeled bicycle, motorbike, sidecar things. And then there's Anilao, which is the town centre, there's not a lot there. But on a night time, you cannot walk anywhere because it's on a road, country road up through the mountains, and there's nothing around. So if you come here thinking that you can get out at night, then the answer is no. You can't walk anywhere apart from to the top of the hill and back. So if you want to do 500 steps up and down every day, then you knock yourself out. So, you know, if you're doing diving and they whack it out in the morning and you're back by 12:30, then, you know, if the weather's shit like it has been, there's not a lot for you to do apart from stay in your room. So again, the hotel is I would say average for the price. It's not cheap either, but I just went through booking.com, and all the other hotels in this area are pretty much all the same price. So yeah, I would just say that the hotel is average, and it pisses me off that there's fucking cats everywhere. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's been a relaxing weekend, which I suppose is a plus side, which is quite good for me. Glad I did it, glad I came. Would I come again? No. I don't think I would like to come here even in high season, because the hotel service would even be poorer. The food is average, and like I said, it's not that cheap. So to be honest, I'd rather probably get a flight and go to Cebu or Palawan or somewhere else. So anyway, glad I did it, but it's just, I hope this video is informative for people that are thinking of coming to Anilao for the diving. That's my experience. Obviously, lots of other people have got different experiences, better experiences. I wouldn't say it's been shit, but it's not been amazing. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I'm now going to stick on some diving clips of stuff that I've seen. I'll do that at the end, so you can, if you're not interested in diving, you can just skip it. But I just want to say thanks for taking the time to watch it anyway. So yeah, and I look forward to making the next video.